and let me bask in your presence, Lord. 'Cause it's where I long to be. I need to be where you are, Lord.
When we talk about the No Filter album, I guess the only place to start is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of things going on at the time that the No Filter album came to the table. And originally, I was telling myself, I just want to do a feel-good album. I want to make people dance, praise, just feel good, because of all the, the pain and hurt that I was feeling at the time. So I remember going to a business meeting at church, and at the business meeting, my cousin, she looked at me and asked me, she said, "FERB, are you okay?" And I shook my head, nah, I wasn't. You know what I mean? Because at that time, it was a lot of stuff that was circulating around, you know what I mean? And I was feeling like, man, like, how can all this be happening when all I do is help everybody? You know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying, yeah, I'm good, but as soon as I say no or pull back, I'm a bad guy. And I come to find out when people can't really affect you physically, then they try to do the one thing that I think ruins you. They try to damage your name or your character. So all of that was going on for me. And I remember after the meeting, she pulled me to the side and we was talking, and she was like, having a conversation with me to where it was so emotional that I've actually broke down into tears, you know what I mean? And she said to me, she said, "Cousin," she said, the loyalty that you're giving to everybody else, you're never going to get that same type of loyalty back. The way you view loyalty is different than the way some people may view loyalty, but you're never going to get it back the same way that you're giving it. And then she said, you need to give that loyalty to God. And at that particular moment, I realized that I was in error because I was worried about people, their feelings, their opinions, worried about the physical aspect of looking out for people rather than staying focused and doing what God needed me to do. So I was more concerned about people's feelings. And with that being said, I was worried about their feelings and not really caring about my own, you know what I mean? So when she said that, the light bulb came on. And then she told me, she said, if you give that loyalty to God, watch what he does for you in your life. Not only in your life per se, but in your music ministry. And that day, I decided, you know what, it's going to be me and God. And at that particular point, that's when the whole album took a twist. It no longer was, I wanted to do a feel-good album. Like, God told me, now it's a testimony. Like, people need to hear, because that's the only way they're going to be helped to heal from what they're going through. So the No Filter album became a testimonial album based off of the things that I was actually going through at the time. I didn't want the album just to be music anymore. You know what I mean? I wanted it to actually reflect ministry. I wanted to actually, promote God and what God has done in my life. So everything from the intro to the outro and every song in between is basically a testimony of what I went through and how, God allowed me and helped me overcome what I was going through. So when you play the album, the intro, for example, is basically telling you what I'm telling you now. And I was going through some things and I was showing loyalty to the wrong things, and as soon as I gave it to God, everything turned around. You know what I mean? So, I thank God for allowing me to do a type of album like the No Filter album, something that's testimonial that I think will really help people. Well, the first song of the album is actually the intro. And like I said, I did the intro because I want people to have an understanding of the music ministry. I want them to understand why I did the album. I want them to understand that I'm human. I want them to understand that the things that you might be going through are things that I may have went through, and vice versa. So I'm here to help. And the only way I can help is to tell you what helped me, and that was Jesus Christ. So the intro even reflects, something testimonial for what I was going through. So, I figured that if you hear the intro, it'll open your mind to say, oh, let me hear what this guy got to say, because he's not just doing music, he's telling his story. He's giving his testimony. So that's how the intro came about. And there I was just thinking I wanted to do an album just to make people feel good, to smile, to shout praise. But then everything just started going on around me. The devil was putting in mad work. I started feeling like Pac almost.
It was me against the world. I even wanted to quit. I didn't even want to do music anymore. But see, my plan no longer became my plan. It became God's plan. And God just turned that thing around. Not knowing that the music ministry He gave me to produce this album, to write this album, to rap on this album, was going to be a testimony for everything that I was going through. See, when you give your loyalty to the one who counts, when you put your faith in the only one that matters, when it's a clear connect between me and God, no filter. Let's go.
Track number 2 on the album is I'm Still Standing. And initially, I'm Still Standing was a school project I was doing for corporate video when I was attending Cameron University. And a professor that I respect a great deal, that I think helped enhance who I am, Professor Jenkins, was giving us a project to do, and he said you can do a video or whatever you need to do to show, you know, it was kind of like your final grade, your final exam for the class. And I decided I wanted to do a music video. And funny thing about it is I want to do I'm Still Standing because I wanted to let people know that no matter what I was going through, no matter how you try to discredit me, no matter how you might think I'm broken down, that I'm not. I'm still standing, and I'm standing with the strength of God. So, you know, that's how I'm Still Standing came about. And I'm glad it's on the album, because when I played it for my classmates in school, like, a lot of people like, oh, this needs to be on my playlist and my phone. And you know, it actually caught the eye or the ear of Dr. Jenkins, and he actually put it in a new movie that he's doing called Little Rose. So I'm Still Standing is a song that's on the Little Rose movie that's being produced by Misfits of Film. You know, Dr. Jenkins, shout out to him, you know what I'm saying? So I'm Still Standing, it's just basically saying no matter what you do to try to knock me down, I'm gonna be the last one standing and still repping God. So I'm still standing, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Like without God, epic fail. Huh. The heavy hit is back. Yeah. GodsChild. Yeah. I'm back. Y'all know what it is. Let go. God. You Let go. Me. Woo. Shit. I'm back. I'm back. Let go. You see, my life is like a roller coaster, up and down, and y'all think that I'm supposed to stay down cause the devil wants me down. But look now, no longer down because I'm focused now. Yo, hold up, you think I didn't peep the game? The streets was watching every time I mention Father's name. The humble vessel of God, yeah, that's what I be. I took my focus off the vision, Lord forgive me.
Been to the storm with dirt on my name. I'm still holding on, champion of the game. I've been through the storm with dirt on my name. But I'm still holding on, champion of the game.
I'm praying to the Father, give me the strength I need. Now standing Father, see I'm talking to you from my knees. It's been a while, I hope you still recognize my voice. It's time to prove it to you, Father.
The song after I'm Still Standing, track number 3, is Devil Thought He Had Me, and pretty much that speaks for itself, because at one point I felt honestly like Tupac, like it was me against the world. Like I started having animosity, and like I felt like everybody was hating on me, you know what I mean? So when God reeled me back in, I happened to be in the studio one day, and I was listening to some old stuff that I did with former groups that I was in, and actually Devil Thought He Had Me was one of the songs that we had done, you know, when I was with a group way back when, before I got with GCFG. And God told me, because I was amped about the song, like, oh, this is a hot song, hot song. And then God told me, yeah, it is a hot song, now take everybody off. And I was like, take everybody off? And he was like, yeah. And then here I am still trying to show loyalty. And then God was like, no, you show this loyalty to me. Now you have to show obedience. Take everybody off and tell your story. So what devil thought he had me, it was like telling the devil like, okay, you had me down and you thought you had me, but God came in and changed the whole situation. So, you know, devil thought he had me, but I got away.
Hey, y'all, add a little more bass to that right there. Alright, that's good. Now I got you, hold on. I got something, hold on. It's that flavor in your ear. I see you, devil. I see you watching me. I see you trying to turn smooth sailing back to stormy seas. But please believe me and Father face to face. We eye to eye. It ain't no doubt I'm about to win this race. I got the VICTORY. CIB's the retina, the vision in Father's eye. You take the wheel, Father. I'm just a ride along. I'm Barry Manilow. I make the world just sing along. Hey, yo, the devil thought he had me. Tried to snatch and grab me, but I got away. Hey, yo, we tried to pull me down, turn my smile to a frown, but I got away. Hey, yo, the devil thought he had me. Now he can't stand me, cause I got away. Hey, yo, the devil thought he...
Next song on the album is song number 4, and is I'll Hold You. And I'll Hold You is the single that's out right now, and the video that's out right now that is doing very well. You know, and I'm grateful to God for that. But I'll Hold You, I love this song because it's near and dear to my heart. It has so much truth in it. It has so much victory in it. It has so much of a testimony in it. And it's kind of crazy how the song came about. You know, I was in church one Sunday and I was up collecting an offering with, you know, my fellow deacons, and you know, I was not in the right mind state. You know what I mean? I felt depressed. I felt alone. And I felt a hand on my shoulder. And I looked to see was one of my fellow deacons like tapping me on my shoulder, putting his hand on my shoulder to comfort me. But it was no hand there that I physically saw. And I remember looking up, and I remember God telling me, I'll hold you through this storm. If you stay focused and rooted on me, everything that you're going through, I'm going to hold you through this storm. So that's how the song I'll Hold You came about. And like I say, I'm grateful for the responses that I'm getting from the song. It has over 22,000 views on it. But I'm not really concerned about the views. I'm concerned that people are getting the message. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll Hold You. It's a dope song.
I'll hold you.
Y'all know what it is.
Flavor
In your ear.
You ever had those situations
I'll hold you.
where you think everybody's against you, but God comes in and he just holds you?
I praise you, Father, for the days I wasn't doing good. When I want to grab the gat, you know, and hit the hood. I'm at the spot, I'm reminiscing, yo, about my pops. I got the thought, you grab me, spill, you tell me, boy, stop. God got that, he can handle that. No need to stress that, ooh, the Bible says that. I praise you, Father, for the times I couldn't see. Devil blinded me, you grabbed and guided me and told me that. Through the worst of the storm, you be safe cause you're here in my arms. That's what my father told me. Let them off, they might even make you frown. Stand strong cause I'm holding you now. That's what my father told me. I praise you, Father, this morning because I woke.
Track number 5 on the album is a song called Minister's Night. And this one is like crazy because with Minister Night, you know, I was going through my thing still, and actually Minister's Night was one of the first songs that I actually wanted to put on the album. And the reason why I wanted to do it because God was just amazing in this situation. Like, it was a Friday night, and on the church calendar my bishop had on there was going to be Minister's Night, and he had, I think, like 4 or 5 ministers speaking that evening. And as I got to the church, I had to drag myself because I was like, man, I don't really want to go to church. I'm not in the mindset to go to church. But all right, God, I'm gonna go in here anyway. And I remember as I was walking to the door, I said, okay, God, you got to do something for me, or let me hear something that's gonna change how I'm feeling. And when I walked into the church, each minister that spoke that night had a powerful message. One message was about, fighting for your children in this day and age. The other was about the bond between the mother and the child, how it was in the Bible days versus how it is these days. And then I remember Elder Moses came in talking about taking a vow, and like as each of these ministers got up to speak, it just caught my attention. I started writing little things down. So I turned each message that they spoke on that night into Ministers Night, the song Minister Night on the album. So yeah, Ministers Night. Appreciate y'all for that.
I feel you, God. Let go. No filter, boy. Let go.
The sun will come out tomorrow, tomorrow. Wash away all your sorrow, strengthen God you can borrow. Just keep your head up high, let it rise. The sun will come out tomorrow, tomorrow. Wash away all your sorrow, strengthen God you can borrow. Just keep your head up high, let it rise.
Friday night, minister night. I walk up in the church, I'm feeling alright. I'm sitting down, Lord, to catch the word. I thank you, Lord, for the good words your dad I heard. Relationships, mom and child, the bond they had, Bible days and now. Now tell me who could take a loss, watching the child, die up on the cross. But Mary did, 'cause Jesus died. He paid the cost so you and I could survive. Beat down, even spit on.
The next song, track number 6, is a song called Run Run. And basically, I wanted to show that I wasn't running from God, that I'm running to God. So, Run Run, the actual bulk of it came from Sunday school. We was in Sunday school, and we was in the book of Timothy, and we was talking about fleeing things that are not like God and things of that nature. And that's how Run Run came about. But I also, wrote Run Run because it was a reality check for me, because at that time, one of my closest friends had passed away. And I had just seen him like a little while before he passed away. And it kind of hurt me, but it was a reality that God is coming back, you know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to Big A.
Yes, sir. We about to take on the church on this one. The good fight of faith. Timothy 6:11-21. Let go. Yeah. I'm about to learn you today. Yeah. I'm not running from, I'm running to. I lost Big A and Lord, it tore me apart. Frequent stabs in the back, but still it's piercing my heart. Got these Christians trying to judge all these things that I do. The funny thing about it is I'm more saint than you. Father told me, now son, don't be petty. Spiritually on the gas, Mario and Dreddy. People trying to throw that dirt all up in my name. I brush that dirt off my shoulder like JC's my name. Oh, verse 11 says, but thou, O man of God, flee things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, patience, and meekness. People trying to put that dirt up on my name. I brush that dirt off my shoulder like JC's my name. 2018, my ministry.
Track number 7 on the album is a song called Praise Break. And, it's crazy because I wanted to do a song with some dance type music to it, you know what I mean? But God said, nah, that's not what we're going to do. And he turned the song Run Run into the testimony of how I actually got saved. Like the whole scenario, step by step, with Elder McGee, with my bishop, with me talking to my bishop. And it's crazy because, like, I remember being in church, and Elder McGee was a deacon at the time, and he was taking the heater out the baptismal pool. And he kept walking by me and Bishop as we were talking. And he kept saying to me, the water's warm, you ready to go? And I was like, nah, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And he did it like 2 times, right? And on the 3rd time, I had in my mind, like, yo, if this man asked me one more time, I'm telling him, nah, man, I'm good. You know what I mean? But when he came and asked me, he said, you ready to go? And I was thinking And my mouth, I thought, was saying no. And out my mouth came, let's go. And I went to the baptismal pool. I went down in that water. And when I came out the water, I just felt a tingling. You know what I mean? And then that was the, I was told that was the first time people saw a glow around me. You know what I mean? And I was very grateful that Elder McGee kept asking me to go, because he knew something I didn't in his spirit, but I know about it now. So yeah, praise break.
Praises to my Father Jesus Christ. Now this one here is solely for my Father Jesus Christ. I'm giving all my brothers and sisters an opportunity to praise my God right here, right now. So all my sisters, tighten up your weave, fix your wigs. Brothers, loosen up your ties, cause we praising God here today. Oh my God, it's like fire up in my bones. Alright, 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 I feel a praise coming on. A praise coming on. A praise coming on. Alright, 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 and now praise it. Praise it. Praise it. Praise it. I feel a shout coming on. A shout coming on. A shout coming on. Alright, 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 and now shout it. Shout it. Shout it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Woo! When I think about the goodness of my Father Jesus Christ and the day that he became the head of my life, I was standing in the church and Elder McGee kept telling me, the water is warm, are you ready to go? And I was trying to talk to my bishop, right? And I said,
Track number 8 on the album is another track that I want to show not only my relationship with God, but my relationship to my musical roots, as far as I grew up in the era of hip hop, you know what I mean? And I credit one of my closest friends as being my mentor dealing with music as far as production and things of that nature. You know, he actually gave me my first drum machine, you know what I mean? So I just want to salute Prince Paul, you know what I mean? The DJ for the only hip hop band, Step the Sonic, that was signed to Tommy Boy Records, you know what I mean? He produced De La Soul, like he did stuff with Chubb Rock. He changed the game to me. And one thing that I always liked about Paul was he never stayed in the box. He wanted out the box, his imagination, his mind. Like, I credit him with a lot of the skills and things that I do with my production, because I want to be out the box. So actually, when I did Jesus music, I was listening to an old Step the Sonic song called Go Stetson. And Daddy-O was saying, and if you ever seen Brooklyn Rocks non-stop. And I'm from Brooklyn, so I want to show my homage to Brooklyn, to hip-hop, to Paul for teaching me and helping me, you know, when I was younger musically, you know what I mean? So, you know, but I also want to show my tribute to God, that, you know, I want to dance like David for God. So I kind of put all that in a melting pot and came up with Jesus music, which I actually sent to Paul, and he gave me a thumbs up. He said it was pretty dope. So, you know, Jesus music, you know what I mean? And actually with Jesus music, my manager, who I gotta thank, and you know, I know we gotta get into the song, but I want to take this time right now to thank Miss Kelly, you know what I mean? Kelly is Kelly Lee is the CEO and founder of Music Lovers Magazine, and our story goes a little bit deep, you know what I mean? Last year, August, I had surgery, and I put on IG, you know, God got me through the surgery, now and I need him to heal me in a fast manner because of stuff I needed to do. And I don't know, it couldn't have been nothing but God that directed her to go to my IG, and she seen it, and she responded to me, and she told me how she was praying for me, you know. And then after I got to know her, she told me from that message that she had been praying for me constantly, you know what I mean? So I gotta thank Miss Lee for allowing me to be in her magazine, which I'm on the April cover, which was a shock, and also getting music played on, you know, different internet radio stations, you know, outside the United States. And it was so deep, like the connection that her and I have, for not actually knowing each other in the past and anything like that, you could tell it's nothing but God. And like I told her, I got her back, and she told me she got mine. And like at the platform that I'm at now, as far as my music being heard, I can't do anything but thank her and her organization for that, because they really stepped in and they believed in me and they supported me, so I'm grateful for that. And then, you know, I kind of talked into being my manager. Well, we prayed about it, and it came to light, you know, that she was supposed to be my manager. So big up to my manager, Miss Kelly Lee, and Lovers Magazine. You know, she also got Music Lovers Radio and another station. It's called Christian Hip Hop, where it plays nothing but Christian hip hop. And Music Lovers Radio plays, you know, a variety of Christian music, good music. And if you go to Christian Lovers Radio right now, or Christian Hip Hop Radio right now, you can hear Jesus music playing. So let me get back to what we're doing. So Miss Kelly, salute you. And yo, here's the song Jesus Music. And yo, matter of fact, with Jesus Music, we wanted to get where people would, you know, send in videos of them dancing to Jesus Music. And yo, the first 5 people that send in that information or that video with them shouting, dancing, praising the Jesus Music, I will personally send you a CD from my hand, signed and all. So let's do that. So once again, Jesus Music.
And if you've ever seen Brooklyn rock, then non-stop. Yeah, somebody gonna bump their head on this one. Flavor in your ear. I'm in the ring, I'm ready to fight, Joe, I'm ready to brawl. Somebody cut these gloves off, bet knuckle with all of y'all. Got the quickness like Mayweather, ain't no doubt I got the speed. If father be Apollo, I'll be Creed. Look, I'm just a vessel, see my father be the boss. I like artillery battalion, man, battalion march ready to sound off. Back up, this kid is back in the Bible. And my lyrical content hit you dead up like sniper rifle. Had all I can stand and I can't stand no more. Father, yes, I'm ready, so please open the door. Let the saint out the cage, Holy Ghost be on blaze. And I bet you what they do, I make them behave. Come on, praise, come on, do your holy dance for the Lord, yeah, come on, shout, come on, praise, come on, do your holy dance for the Lord, yeah, come on. It ain't not like, it ain't not like, it ain't not like Jesus music. It ain't not like, it ain't not like, it ain't.
Track number 9 on the album is one of my favorites because it features my fam, GCMG. You know what I mean? Originally, I was part of a group called GodsChild Music Group, which was still a group, but we like New Edition. They had to go off and do their own things, and I told them I was going to hold it down. But GCMG, we still alive. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, my sister Angel, my brother Mike North, salute you. I love y'all. You know what I mean? And basically on the We Ain't No Joke track, we just telling people we ain't no joke when it comes to repping God. Like, we're not going to do that traditional that you normally would hear. We're going to give it to you differently because we're trying to get kingdom building to the block. You know, you're not going to get saved the same way I got saved. I didn't get saved the way my mother got saved. My mother didn't get saved the way my grandmother got saved, because time changes. And when time changes, things in time change. So we got to approach things differently. And in this day and age, we definitely have to hit the block differently when it comes to Jesus Christ. So We Ain't No Joke is one of those tracks. So big up to my GCMG fam. You know what I'm saying? And We Ain't No Joke.
Hey yo, the elephant just stepped in the room. Y'all know what it is. Lego. You see, it's kingdom for me, and it ain't no half stepping. I see it forming up, but prosper be no weapon against me. You kidding me? I'm doing my thing. Hey yo, I told y'all before, man, the son of a king. So speak what you know not. This should be the short shot. Bibles bring them out. Kingdom building blow on your spot. Churches and arenas. Oh, you never seen us. We're the Christian rapper, man, is blowing out your speakers. I turned a lot of cheeks and I shuffle through the mess. Now I focus on my father, cause my father knows best. No joke, oh no, yo, when I'm doing daddy's business, all I gotta say, yo, is can I get a witness? They say when I go through, you get my best work. Now father, please word my mouth, cause the truth can hurt. Kingdom, yeah, we ain't no joke. We reppin' God, our Father Jesus Christ. Y'all know what it is. Come on, GCMG, man, we ain't no joke.
So you thought that we were playing games.
Say what?
Say to you, cause we're still the same. It's funny how ain't nothing changed. Cause what we do in Jesus' name. So God above was sanctified. See it's coming, yeah, we on the rise. We take it over.
Last track on the album, track number 10, is the outro. And the outro is basically just telling y'all, hope you had an understanding or followed the story of the testimonies that's on the album. You know what I mean? Because it's more than just the music itself. Like, it's more of understanding. You have to understand situations and how God comes into plays the factor. Like, God has to be the priority in every situation in order for you to be victorious in the situation. So, you know, like, the outro, it's just basically just saying, yo, I hope you comprehend everything I'm telling you. I hope you see the struggle, the pain, and how God turned it around into something victorious where now I'm happy, I'm having a good time in the Lord, you know what I'm saying? And like, I'm back to being me, you know what I mean? So, yeah, the outro.
You see, it's not just about the music ministry. It's more so about understanding. I want you to understand my ministry. I want you to understand that I've been through things and I go through things, and every song on the album was a testimony about something I was going through and how God helped bring me out. Sometimes we give that loyalty to the wrong people, the wrong things, but get that loyalty back to God and watch what he does in your life. Watch what he does for your life around you. You see, now it's time we take that kingdom building and let it hit the block. We need to come out to churches and the pews, take all that good word that we know about Jesus Christ, and get it out there in those streets to those people who we love, our family members, our friends, our loved ones. It's time for them to know about this thing called Jesus Christ. And we can't do that just by praying. We got to get them in the churches, get them in that Bible, and get them into God. Bless up. Let kingdom building hit your block.
Y'all know what it is.
Alright, so there you have it, the No Filter album. You know what I mean? I just want to personally take the time to thank everyone who has supported the album, who has believed in me and the ministry that God allows me to do. You know, Miss Kelly Lee, I thank you for being my manager, and I thank you for helping me get the message to the block in a bigger platform than I could do by myself, because teamwork makes the dream work. You know what I mean? Lovers Magazine, keep doing what y'all do. You know what I mean? And you know, I gotta say this, Mommy, I love you. And I remember back in New York, I had a bunch of DJ equipment set up in my mom's living room, and I remember her saying, "Boy, get that stuff up my living room making all that noise." Well, Mommy, look what the noise got me doing now. You know what I mean? And my mother was always believed in me as talent, that I had a talent, had a gift. You know, I remember when I was younger, I used to write poetry, and I told my mother I was going to write songs to make the world sing, you know. And my mother used to always tell me as I got older and started doing things musically, I need to get that talent back to God. So it took a minute, Mommy, but I'm giving it back to God, and I hope you're proud. You know what I mean? I want to say rest in peace to my father. I know he's looking down on me, and I know he's proud of what I'm doing. All my other soldiers I lost, my nana, you know, my uncles, you know, my whole family. I just appreciate all the comment and love that y'all showing to me. You know, support me the way y'all do on Facebook and everything. So it's all good. You know what I mean? So No Filter album, April 8th. Your boy FERB, aka GodsChild. Y'all know what it is. I'ma holler at y'all.